They're basically like a walking bank, really.
Yes.
Yeah. So they're there as well. So you guys are supporting those.
Yes. We also have our own POS, Interswitch POS as well. We have agents all over the place.
Serious.
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know this. Yeah.
So it's a B2B, B2C, B2B2C. And for the B2C, I earlier mentioned Quick Teller, which is our own brand and our product, where that particular product is for the B2C customers who want to recharge, buy airtime, pay for bills, send money to someone.
Yeah, because I noticed here, these payment apps, they're more like platforms. You can do so many different things on there. In the UK, we're still, I would say, behind. So our banking apps, they're just for making transactions. You can't go on there and like fill up airtime, or you can't go and buy anything, or you know what I mean? You're just transacting.
Core transactions.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it is. Okay. So it's really interesting here to see how it worked, especially like I remember yesterday I needed top up my phone, and the taxi driver just sent me money to my phone, so I could, and it just came in like
that was swift.
Yeah, I don't know, it just like this, like
you were amazed.
I was like, wow. Yeah, because that in the UK, I mean, normally we have contracts, so we're not going to be topping up every time. But say if I had to top up, I'll go to a store, or have to phone up so long to put money on. So this was really impressive to me, actually. Yeah. So, so we've talked about Interswitch Group. We've talked about the types of customers that you serve, which is just everyone, actually.
Yes.
To be honest, yeah. You got B2B, B2C, B2B to C.
Yes.
Yeah. We've talked about. You've already mentioned some of the key journeys. I don't know if there's any other key journeys that you want to mention, that or moments that matter. But for me, I think you've already made it clear with every transaction. It's important, actually. Every transaction is a moment that matters, and you've already mentioned that. And I can attest to that because we're buying food, we've got whatever it is, we need that thing. That's why we're buying it. We've already made the decision in our head that we're going to spend the money. So that's really clear. So you guys are really playing an important role in Nigeria and beyond, I would say.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it's impressive.
Yes.
I want to just delve in a bit to Nigeria. As I know it's a big place, so it's hard to generalize, by the way. But in Interswitch Group, from a banking perspective, what are you seeing in terms of changing needs from a customer's perspective, or changing preferences, or changing behaviors? Okay.
So you earlier mentioned something that you had to go to the street yesterday.
Yeah.
Because you needed to carry out a transaction, right? And when you go around, you see a lot of POS on the streets, which was not so before.
Yeah.
Right. That has always been the case. It started during the cashless issue before the last election.
Yeah.
So there was this cashless policy where there was no cash on the streets and people couldn't go to the bank.
And why was that for those who?
So again, I think it was just a strategy from the higher ranks. So, but that was what led to the evolution of a lot of POS you see today.
Yeah.
Because before now, people will majorly go to the ATMs. To just put in their cards and then withdraw funds.
Okay.
And you can notice that, like you said, when you go to the ATMs today, you barely see people. Some of the ATMs are not dispensing cash because everybody's moving towards the POS. So when it comes to the change in customer behavior, when it comes to banking, the first thing I would say is that customers are now demanding from the banks to go more digital because people are not so comfortable with going to the banks anymore to queue at the banking halls to withdraw money. I want to have these banking solutions on my phone. I want to be able to use things like USSD, self-service chats or apps or bots to solve my problems. In fact, I think the Gartner report of 2 years ago had provided the statistics to say that 35% of customers will prefer to solve their problems by themselves without even reaching out to anybody. So what does that mean? That 35% as at the time, it means that we need to build or design a solution for them that works, such that if we reduce that cluster from coming to the bank, it means at least we have some peace in that area. Right. So customers are requesting for more digitization now when it comes to their solutions. That's one. Another change that we're seeing is that customers are asking for more seamless transactions.
Okay.
And what does that mean? If I carry out a transaction, I expect the success rate to be very, very high, uptime to be high. Because, failed transaction is not just the problem. The problem is that failed transaction can escalate to failed trust. Yeah. Meaning, when my transaction fails, and I'm expecting that you will give me a quick resolution, a quick solution. If it doesn't happen, and I missed what I want to do with that transaction, my trust may be eroded for you.
Yeah.
So customers are looking for something around near instant settlement, where on the go, settle this transaction and let me get my value.
Yeah.
So that's what we see, because there's no patience. Money is moving with speed.
Yeah.
Another thing is around security. We're now in the advent of AI. Customers need to have that trust. When I see some new features on my phone or my app, do I engage or not? So those are the changes we are seeing. Customers are also asking for more improved or a better support experience.
Okay.
Where when I engage support, I want the experience to be fantastic. I want the experience to be quick. I want my issues resolved quickly, and I want to be able to come back again. So these are the changes we're seeing around the banking sector in terms of customer behavior.
Yeah, I love this. I think it's a very competitive sector, especially in Nigeria.
Yes.
Because when I've looked at all the different, options, when I want to pay for something, when you have to select the bank. You see. I'm looking. I'm scrolling like this,
and that's not all.
And that, yeah, of course, that's just the ones that are integrated with the app that I'm using.
Yes.
So I'm like, wow. So how come there are so many? That might be an opportunity by itself.